What a disgrace. Hello, I'm Heinrich, tertiary trained theologian, ordained minister, and a passionate follower of Jesus. I saw on social media a lady passed away, Brenda Ficker, an Irish actress, won an Academy Award, but she died, and her funeral was on the 16th of June 2026. And it's obviously from the video footage I saw that it's in a Catholic church, but this message and the disgrace, which I think it is, I'm going to talk about, it goes across all denominations, all denominations. And obviously she was now a Catholic or a Christian by culture, because 90% of people nowadays calling themselves Christian is only culturally. They have no relationship with the Lord, no dedication to God and His kingdom. So she probably was a cultural Christian. Maybe she was a real Catholic Christian. I don't know. God knows. And that determines whether she's now in heaven or hell, because there isn't a third option. In any case, they had her funeral in a beautiful, beautiful, huge, beautiful Catholic church. No doubtedly with very deeply religious and Bible-based liturgy and hymns. And then when it was time for the coffin to leave the church, you can go and Google it. I'm sure you'll get a lot of footage of it. When it was time for the coffin, which in the Catholic tradition, that coffin and remains are blessed and incensed and everything, was to leave the church. The last thing that happens in that sacred space, the church, is not an exit hymn glorifying God. Because let me tell you, if you die, like I said, you're heaven or hell. And if you're heaven, and that's the only time we should do a funeral in a church, when somebody was a Christian and we can safely feel they're in heaven. If they weren't a Christian, those funerals should be done in the local pub or restaurant. Don't be hypocrites. Don't be hypocrites. Now, this coffin leaves the beautiful church after a beautiful, no doubt deeply religious liturgy. And there's not an exit hymn honoring God. No. They play Rock Around the Clock as the coffin exits its church, and you have the church members carrying a cross and a Bible and everything as the coffin leaves the church, and it's not a hymn honoring God, but Rock Around the Clock. What a disgrace! Let me repeat myself. What a disgrace! If you have a loved one who died and you want secular music played in the church, then obviously your religious relationship with God is not at all where it should be, or that late person was not at all saved, either at all. And if you want to play secular music at a Christian funeral, don't be a hypocrite. Go and do that funeral in a bar or a restaurant or the local city hall. And shame to those ministers in that church who allowed that to be played. Keep your eyes fixed on heaven.